Day 2.
But that's just running.
It's high crop. Or clear, whatever you want to call it.
706. 706.
A lot of 706s and 806s.
There, this is an 806.
There's a 656.
That's what we have.
Farmall Super C over there.
Cobb.
450.
There's a Farmall 140.
There's a Super M. 300.
Is this a Super C?
504.
200. Yeah, 200.
Super M. Treads on that thing.
Yeah, I need 4.
240. Super W. Was that an 8? 6,
yeah,
okay.
240. This is what I wanted to buy.
Yeah, that's a nice tractor. Got sickle bar on that thing. Here's a Super A. Some Olivers.
Look at all this equipment. These are all of them. Make
Yeah.
sure you get that little one. Top shot. Oh, there's a corn picker. 35 top shot. I like these corn pickers.
Yeah.
We got a little Oliver down here.
Lots of tractors here.
That's a good idea. It's a tramp.
Wow, these are cool. Stand by one for size comparison. Pretty small.
Come on, this little thing.
Wow. Old number 100 spreader on here. These things are hard to find. Four batteries.
Kind of like motorized. Everybody else shoots the
I would kill the ground. It's so dry.
Huh?
That's really noise down now.
Oh no.
Some kind of bees. Maybe they put them through where they thought they.
No. A man's tool are constantly sheep.
Until he gets far enough away. Once I see the beacons come on that says it's safe to approach, it's in the standby state. Once I press start autonomy, I'm going to go through the warning sequence. It's going to honk, put the flashers on, let you know that there's motion that's about to occur. And then once it goes through the evaluation state to make sure nothing is nearby, it will then go ahead and drive forward to begin its first pass. So the intention with this machine is it needs to be able to operate and work just as if you were in the seat yourself. Now you get the ability to get other parts of the job, the workday, items on the farm complete that we need to get completed. Whether it's in the spring season, maybe I've got an anhydrous bar that goes down. I can work on that while this is still getting work done ahead of the planter. If I'm in the fall, I need to run trucks. The grain market looks great. I can run trucks while the machine runs itself in the field. It is also capable of night operation. So while you sleep, you can still be productive on your farm while this machine continues forward. So you think about
wow, look at all the
capabilities,
tractors coming back. That's
compatibility-wise, tractor-wise, 8Rs, you're looking at a model year 20 or newer 8R tractor. You're looking at a model year 22 or newer 9R, 9RX tractor to be able to run on the front side of this machine. Right now, in terms of tillage tools, you've got the 2660 we're showcasing, the 2680, the high-speed disc, 2230 for
Dad, can you
field
hold this?
cultivators are what we're going to be
Can you hold
doing,
that
as well
water
as chisels out in the field at this point in time. So as you can see, even with the dust production here, it's doing a good job. It's still moving. One thing you might notice is if the dust does get too heavy, what it may do is stop, evaluate its surroundings, let the dust clear, make sure there's nothing in the field that it's missing, and then continue on once that dust were to clear. So if you got a headland turn where the dust blows in front of the machine, that might be what you notice in the field. The other thing is on this right side, there's actually a waterway. We've programmed the drive-through boundary that once it got to the finger for the waterway, it lifted the tool, still drove through the grassway, and then dropped on the other end of the tool. So as long as we tell the machine the digital twin of the field, it's able to perform just as if you or I were there to control around that waterway. So in this case, that's what we did. We did a skip pass, skipped over, passed over in the field. We can set it to do pass to pass. It doesn't have to skip in this 5-pass grid. We can go field to pass in this field. However, we've just chose to leave it as a skip pass like what we typically run with our demos in the past. This is a system that John Deere has announced. We should see some future opportunities to be able to get this on to your operation. We've got some pre-production operations right now currently using this across the state with us. There's around 3 or 4 operations that have this on the farm in use, working spring and now fall as well. In addition to our demo tractor that you see that we've used across various acres. I believe we're over 1,500 acres of tillable ground this spring that we ran across different farms, trying to showcase and show what's the future of autonomy coming to be when it hits the ground. You get to see that on your operation. We're going to see it slow down when it hits the headland here. We lift the tool. We're able to make changes, like I said, for offset or mobile. I've set it about 5.5 miles an hour for the headland turns. And then when it turns back to get back into field work, it's set at 8 miles an hour right now. I could set it to 10 miles an hour if that would do a better performance with the tool. Just for the sake of today, we just set it for 8, just to limit a little bit of the dust production. With this machine,
We know the first letter, but we could make like a head two of each one. What is the big one?
X9. Well, that's a 7 there.
To maintain a tank sample of XYZ. Right now I'm seeing that maybe it's a loss, maybe it's a condition of getting a little bit of foreign material in the tank. It's seen and drove a change to now make that chaffer adjustment. So it's going to make it to a 19, evaluate the change, see if it helped that condition, and then if they would go ahead and either leave that in place if that was a correction, or if it saw that it wasn't the right direction, put it back and then look at another card and then it needs to adjust. So that's one of the main differences here looking at the S780. We have a sister machine, like Jenna mentioned, the S7800 back here.
There are a lot of people with some germs here.
Yeah, that's the new latest and greatest thing.